So to the basement we go. Here's another picture that I took, also with my iPhone. This one is in Koh Rong, Cambodia. And I discovered Koh Rong. I'm a huge fan of the TV show Survivor. And they did a season in Koh Rong. And when I saw it, I was like, that place is gorgeous. I have to go. Really difficult to get to. It was like 4 different flights, and then a 2-hour taxi ride, and then an hour boat ride. And then they dropped us off at this beach, like clear down here out of the picture, and we had to walk. There's no cars. It was pretty awesome though, pretty remote. This is like this cool little village we found, and yeah, so that's Koh Rong, Cambodia.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so this is cool. So I set up the basement. A big selling point for me was I wanted to make sure that my house had a separate basement apartment. And so you'll see the door here is kind of like an outdoor type door, and that's to kind of prevent sound from flowing. So I rent this out separately. Right now I just rent it to a close friend of mine, so he kind of comes and goes as he please, upstairs and down. But the idea is you rent out your basement that you don't go in that frequently anyway, and it pays for a good chunk of your mortgage. So come check this out. Okay. This was totally unfinished when I moved in. We had to do all of this ourselves, or at least plan it. I didn't physically do the work, but I kind of planned it out in my mind. And so let's kind of just swivel into here, Michelle, and boom, look how big and open this is. Really nice basement apartment. This is going to eventually be a kitchen. Right now, I had to put the sink in there to get it legally permitted as like a separate dwelling unit. And so that's going to eventually go into the laundry room upstairs. And I'm going to put a full kitchen in here. Fridge, stove, countertops, all of it. It'll all go in here. So it's kind of wired and plumbed, ready to go. I just haven't put that stuff in. This was actually a wall right here. And we knocked it out because this was just an empty room back here. We knocked the wall out and opened the space up, put a huge beam in right here. It's kind of a cool process. Had to get it permitted. I felt very official. And then we added this. This is a pantry. Look how big and nice and open it is.
Yeah, this is huge. Look
Isn't
at
nice?
that.
Yeah, this
Put your kitchen table here.
Yeah, this would be like a kitchen table. And
great room there. Full kitchen there. This is great.
It's cool, huh? So this is the entrance.
Little mud room.
So yeah, you can see it goes upstairs there. So that just goes to the backyard. And then this is going to be a washer dryer.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's not in there yet, but this will be their own separate washer dryer. And we walled this off. This was not in place either. We walled this off so that it would obviously deaden the sound if they're doing laundry while they're watching TV or eating dinner or something. Right now, the guy who lives down here, this is his office. This is a bedroom, but he uses it as an office. Kind of nice.
Big room. I like it. I like it.
It's set up as a bedroom with closets and whatnot.
Windows, all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even got windows. So this is storage. So this has a lock on it, and this will kind of remain mine. It's really quite big. So this is like the mechanical room, storage room. And so I put in a second water heater. So you'll see there's 2 water heaters. All this storage, and we still have more storage through here.
Oh, wow.
So here's like the cold storage. Don't show mom and dad, but this is what I did with the trophies they brought by.
Perfect! And I recognize that bike.
Yes.
Did they bring that one down too?
It was from when I was like 15. When I was 12, my bike got stolen. It was actually very traumatizing. And so my parents knew that I loved that bike. So they went out and found as close to that bike as they could, and I still have it. And this will be the renter's storage, but eventually I'll clean this out and it'll be like their storage. So that'll be my storage. This will be the renter's storage. The bathroom.
Boom.
It's very cool, right?
Yes.
Very hip.
Tell us about
nice
this.
Nice tile. This is a vanity. It has water that runs.
It has running water!
What about it? I got it at Home
Did
Depot.
you get it?
Okay, see, this is why Michelle's here. I got it at Home Depot, online actually. But I think it's very hip looking, right? Like,
I like
look
it.
at all the cupboards and the drawers and, you know.
Tons of storage, nice little glass paneling here, super pretty, but it's fogged. We got the double sink,
mirror.
the double mirror.
Yep.
Hello!
An extra light over the shower, which I thought was kind of a cool
We need
feature.
that. We've got the rod that goes out, makes it feel much bigger when you're in the shower. Love the shower curtain. We did good. We did good.
It's very cool.
And by we, I mean you.
Thank you. Speaking of the lights, these are called puck lights. So they look like can lights, which can lights are kind of the hot thing. They're a little bit pricier. They're much nicer looking. These are puck lights where they look like can lights, but they're actually not. They're quite a bit cheaper. So if you're looking for a way to have kind of that can lighting look, puck lights, like hockey puck. Okay, and around here is his bedroom.
We'll just do a quick little
So you can just do a
snapshot.
He's actually quite clean. He's actually this
very
clean all the
clean.
time. So that is the basement.
I'm gonna get a shot of this as we're walking up the stairs. This is how he has no pony walls, which is one thing I don't love about our house. His is all railings, which I'm very, very envious of.
Yeah, so this is just a cool way to tie in like the travel theme that I have throughout the house. So I bought this house brand new. I was the first owner, first one to live in there. And so when you move in, there's no blinds, and you realize very quickly you need blinds. Like you're living in a fishbowl otherwise. So I go down to Home Depot. They had fantastic blinds for me, and Daniel came over that night and put them all in with me. He did most of the work, and I was like his assistant. But
how many was it? You guys counted?
I think there was 22. This is one of my favorite angles of the house.
Crazy awesome view. Check out all of these windows, you guys. Look at all of that beautiful natural lighting. Ooh, gorgeous sun rays.
We had a big New Year's party here, and at midnight, me and some friends came up here, and we had these like streamer popper things, and we just blasted streamers all across the house. It was really cool. And then those windowsills, a bunch of them got stuck, and they were there for quite some time. It's very difficult to get to that windowsill. I mean, it's very high up, and I don't have a ladder that reaches that high. We eventually got an air gun. My friend had an air gun, and we fired air, like just blasts of air that went over and eventually knocked them all down.
Blew them all down. And wasn't there like a balloon caught in that corner for a
we
while?
The air gun got that over to us as well, and I was able to retrieve it from the stairs here. Okay, this is my office. So we do have an office, Jared and I, but we work from home quite a bit because we're either on the road or at companies' offices. We do have an office in Lehigh, kind of a techie cool area. But so that I can feel like I'm at an office, even if I'm working from home, I designated this entire room as an office. Put up the Adventure Hunt logo, and then boom, here we are. It's a little messy, I apologize.
This is to help you stay focused.
This is to help me stay focused and work. This is called bumper pool. You start with this. You don't have a cue ball either. You just hit the ball directly into the cup. And so the bumpers are obstacles, so we'll see how good I am here. But you basically hit the ball and try and get it to go. And get in there, baby! Oh! Perfect. It's actually quite standard for me to do that. But yeah, this is called bumper pool. We have the other couch similar to the one in the basement. This one has an Adventure Hunt pillow. So I actually had outlets installed. I'm very proud of this. I had outlets installed high up so that I could make sure there was never cords showing anywhere.
That's good.
And then Velcroed the Apple TV to the top, so it's always there. Kind of cool. This is where I sit. So you'll see this in the background quite a bit. If you see this in the background of my videos, which you will, just know that I'm sitting in this chair, just like this. So this is where I sit and do a lot of sales calls, emails. Are we getting some more Adventure Hunt promo here? Just kidding.
Just subtle. Super subtle.
But
Guys,
yeah,
check out Adventure Hunt.
Yeah, check it out. This is something I've always loved. For those that can relate as an entrepreneur or anything else in life, what you see above the surface is the only thing people notice, right? They just see the success. Oh, like he was an overnight success. But this is what it takes to get there, and this is just a reminder for me. This is what icebergs look like under the water. Like 80% of it is not visible to the eye when you're in a boat or whatever. They just see that beautiful part at the top, but this is what it takes to make that. So that's kind of a cool reminder for me. You could argue it's cheesy, but I actually really, really like it. So those are the things it takes to make it, and that's my little reminder. Let's carry on. Okay, so I have a good friend of mine that lives here. We're going to just poke our head in his room real quick. This is another bedroom.
Is he hiding?
He's under the blanket. Excuse me, he's not.
Nice bedroom, big
cool.
room.
Then he's
good
got
windows.
Quick bathroom here. Another little bathroom. Ta-da!
I like it. Double sinks again. Very important.
And then I think he might be in here working.
Oh, there he is, guys.
He's on a 12-hour coding tear.
Ooh.
So yeah, so he's doing stuff that's a lot smarter than me. The laundry room. So those are the washer dryer that help me get the whatever for free.
The vacuum. Oh, the vacuum you guys are naming.
Yes.
Don't
name the
forget.
vacuum. And then this is where the sink's gonna go. So this chair will eventually be gone. But that sink that's in the basement, I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'll eventually put a full kitchen in the basement. So yeah. Now into my room. Right this way.
Look at this room, all the windows.
It's my little futons, and they're actually quite handy.
This
Cool map here. These are all the places I've been. So you see the little stars all over the map. You know, these are places I've been. So there's quite a few of them.
How many countries have you been?
42. So king bed, and this is like super comfortable stuff. You feel like you're in a hotel. These are just from Amazon. These pillows and sheets and stuff are from Amazon, and they are so comfortable. I sleep kind of like this. Can I do one of those? So let's try and guess where this one's from.
Okay.
This picture. This was taken in 2006 with a 5-megapixel camera, and it still blew up nice. So that is in the Whitsunday Islands. It's called Hill Inlet, and it's Queensland, Australia. So it's the northeast part of Australia. Cool little plant here that I need a pot for.
Like it.
And then this is me surfing. This is in Nicaragua. It's called Playa Colorado, and it makes me look like I'm actually good at surfing when I'm not. So I made sure to capture it and display it for everybody to see.
I know that face.
It's a determined face. And then,
big window.
yes. So show through here Mount Timpanogos. I loved that there was a view of the mountains here. I didn't want to have a backyard neighbor where you're kind of like giving them a high five through the window because the houses are so close. So I've got a decent sized backyard, and it just is totally unobstructed views of Mount Timpanogos, which I absolutely love. I love snowboarding very, very much. We have some of the best snowboarding in the world here in Utah. But every year I go with some friends up to Canada, to Nelson, Canada, in British Columbia. We do some hardcore backcountry snowboarding, and this was taken on my iPhone just this last February in the Valhalla mountain range in British Columbia. Real quick, we talked about the blinds with Daniel. You'll notice these blinds don't have any strings, right? There's no,
yeah.
So like how do you raise them, right? So check this out. You literally just pull, and wherever you stop, it stops. Or if I want to raise it, I just push it up and it stops. We got the 50-inch TV in here. Again, same setup, the Velcro, and then the outlet over there so that there's no wires
Nice
anywhere.
and clean. If you guys haven't figured out by now, he likes clean, simple lines,
Yes.
no messiness.
These pictures are kind of cool. They're on like metal or whatever. Ooh, they're very delicate.
Sorry.
Just kidding. They're being held up by a push pin currently. But I actually put on there what they are. So this is the Great Wall of China, October 2006. Yeah, the reflection's kind of making it tough. This is actually in August of 2013, so I kind of goofed on that, but it's whatever. So that's flyboarding. That is very fun. That's very, very fun. This, if you saw the most recent Mission Impossible, at the very end where they're supposed to be in like Uzbekistan and the helicopter crashes, it's actually in Norway, and it's on this exact cliff, Preikestolen. It's called Pulpit Rock or Preacher's Pulpit. But it's actually Preikestolen, Norway, and this was a couple years ago. Okay, into the bathroom we go. Bathroom's pretty big and nice, right? Shower, I got the oversized shower head, which I put in afterwards. Kind of cool. The tub, which I have never used. I've lived here for like 10 months. I've never once used that.
Not even to wash your feet?
Nothing. Let's make sure the water works.
Okay.
Okay, it does
Running
work.
water.
It does work. So I'm very curious. I tell it to people sometimes and they think I'm crazy. So I'm curious. Comment below if you prefer showers or baths. And I'm very, very curious to see how many people choose bath because you should not be choosing that. You should be choosing shower. Just kidding. You're entitled to take a bath. But yeah, so I got the double sinks, all that good stuff. Kind of a cool reminder. This is a cool little thing that my mom and dad gave me. Just kind of things to keep in mind, you know, when you're getting ready for the day, how you want to live your life sort of thing, how your house should be. Thank you, Michelle. Mm-hmm. Kind of cool. So then the closet. I'm kind of proud of the closet.
This is a big, I'm very jealous of this
very
closet.
Big closet. See, it's... We took this shelf and rod, moved it up, put a second rod in here so you can add stuff there, added these shelves and shortened this rod. So tons of space in here for, you know, hopefully one day someone else to move in. Just kidding. Yeah, lots of space in the closet. Really big, really nice. Yeah. Oh, we forgot the bidet.
Yes, I was going to
We
say.
cannot forget that. I have a bidet. So if you're not using a bidet, you're a Neanderthal. Just kidding, you're not. But totally kidding. I like to be sarcastic, so please don't take any of my jokes too literally. But I do have a bidet. This thing is got a remote control. Okay, and as you've already heard and seen, I travel a ton, and everywhere else in the world they have bidets. And so the more I used them, the more I was like, this is just a better system. So I went and got one. My buddy Mike turned me on to this one. It's got heated water, heated seat, a blow dryer. It's very, very, very intense. Another wow.
Oh, another grand view. Nice railing so you can see through all the way.
Yeah. Got the Alexa speaker, or not the Alexa, but the
Surround
Sonos surround sound up there. So underneath the TV, that's a sound bar. That's where most of the sound comes. And then the big thing on the right, that's like the subwoofer. This is my house. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour. Michelle, thank you for being the camera woman. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.